We have a very special guest on Academy FM today. Joanna Lumley is with us in the studio with me, Jack, and Callum.
We'll be playing a quick game with Joanna later, but first we have to find more about the star.
It's really nice to be here with you both.
You have been on TV lots. What is your favourite TV programme to watch?
Jack, to watch?
Yeah.
I love, there are so many things. I love all the things which have gone into box sets now. But I love very much wildlife programmes, and I watched one last night which was about reindeer. And as I've been up in the far, far north into the Arctic Circle, and I've been with reindeer and I've ridden on snows, skidoos and things like this, I found that absolutely fascinating. So I love learning about the natural world. Those are my very, very favourites. And then I quite like things like University Challenge, because I always see if I can answer one or two questions, and sometimes I can.
You are visiting our school today as our house patron. How is your school different to ours?
Almost completely. First of all, it was an all-girls school. Secondly, it was very small. It only had 200 people in it. And I think here at the Academy is about 1,000, 1,200?
About that, yeah.
About 1,200. Thirdly, it was a boarding school. It wasn't very far from here. It was at Hastings. But it was a girls' boarding school. And in those days, that was pretty grim. But we all loved it because we were cheerful little souls. We lived in unheated bedrooms, unheated corridors with gas lights flickering. And supper every night was a bit of old bread with margarine on it.
Did you get any detentions or did you get in trouble?
I got into quite a lot of trouble. And 3 times they nearly threw me out. But do you know why they liked me, Callum? They liked me because I did languages and because I did Latin. And I think the nuns liked me. Oh, did I say it was a convent as well? They were really sweet people. I loved the nuns. And they liked me because I did Latin and French and German and Italian. Yeah. Language is good. Language is good, Jack.
Not
Yeah.
my kind of thing. But...
Yeah, they will be, Callum. You'll find they will be your kind of thing.
You have been in lots of things on telly, like The Avengers and Absolutely Fabulous. Why did you decide to be on Coronation Street?
That was before either of those shows, and I was really grateful to get an acting part in anything. They said you can be in Coronation Street for 8 episodes, and you've got to be Ken Barlow's girlfriend, and then you've got to say, I don't want to marry you, and leave. And I went, but I'd like to have the job for a bit longer than that. I mean, just having to leave after 8 episodes, and I need the money. And they said, no, you will leave. So I did. So I did 8 episodes in Coronation Street so long ago that your mothers weren't even born.
When you were working on Absolutely Fabulous, did you laugh a lot when you weren't on the camera?
We did, and we laughed a lot during rehearsals because we used to get the scripts on Monday, read them and rehearse them on Tuesday, show them to the crew on Wednesday, do outside broadcast bits on Thursday, and then do them live in front of a studio audience on Friday. So we were hardly ever properly prepared. But during the making of it, we would try our hardest to do our best for the audience not to laugh, but just now and then we did, and we had to stop. Sometimes the audience got hysterical too. Sometimes the whole thing ground to a halt because everybody was laughing so much. But mostly we laughed during rehearsals. We tried to be professional.
I am very good at drama and I get high marks. Can you give me any tips?
Gosh, I never even went to drama school. I just picked it up as I went along. The thing to do, practically everything in life, is to focus. The reason people go wrong in anything is because their attention wanders. So the best thing you can do, either during interviews like this, or exams, or particularly when you're acting, is to focus. Don't think of your next line. Watch the person who's talking to you. And from when that person has finished their speech, you'll know what yours is. But if while they're speaking you're trying to think of your next words, you will forget them. So focus, 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 and preparation. Learn it, then you're free.
Thanks.
What was your favourite subject at school?
I loved languages, Jack, so I loved doing French. I liked English because I loved writing English literature and languages. I was pretty poor at maths. I'll tell you a secret, so it won't be a secret anymore. I had a kind of way of doing maths which was in my head. And it was sometimes right and sometimes wrong, because it was very rough. It was sort of, well, that would be... They'd say, what is the angle between the lighthouse and the sea if the beam is going at that? And I thought, well, it would be about that. So I'd write down 47 degrees. Sometimes it was right, and they go, where are your workings? And I'd say, I haven't got any. And they said, will you please give up maths? Aren't those the sweetest words you've ever heard? Please, will you give up maths? So I didn't do maths for O-level. They just said, you haven't got the right kind of brain. That's good, isn't it?
It's a bit rude.
I know, it's very rude, particularly as I've actually got quite a good brain for maths. Now I realise I just wasn't very good looking at the figures. I've got a thing called numerical blindness. It's like being dyslexic, only about figures. So when I take down a telephone number or dial a telephone number, I have to say it out loud, like a baby. But I have to, otherwise I get it wrong. And I dial about 20 wrong numbers a day because I've got this thing, numerical dyslexia.
Oh. You've also got an OBE. What did you get that for?
Exactly. This is one of the mysteries of the world. Why did I get one? They gave it to me for my acting, so that was kind. Yeah.
How did you feel when you got it?
Astonished and very proud. They tell you sort of at New Year's time. And then when you go along to Buckingham Palace to receive it from the Queen, it's extremely exciting. And there are bands playing upstairs and you're allowed to take along. I took along my husband and my son and I put on my best clothes and I bought a hat. And the Queen was very small and I seemed to be huge and she was very polite and kind and she pinned the OBE on me and said something nice which I can't remember. And that was a really good day.
I'm Callum with my best friend Jack and we are interviewing Joanna Lumley on 105.9 Academy FM Folkestone. We are now going to play that game with you, Joanna.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be quick and easy.
Thank goodness for that.
What you have to do is give us an answer to our quick fire questions. We'll give you 2 choices.
Okay.
Are you ready, Joanna?
Yeah, I'm completely ready. I'm tensed up here, Callum. Go.
Okay, right. Football or cricket?
Cricket.
Telly or radio?
Radio.
Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Going out or staying in?
Going out.
Avengers or Coronation Street?
Avengers.
Christmas or birthdays?
Birthdays.
Chicken or turkey?
Vegetarian.
Shops or internet?
Shops.
Ab-fab or your OBE?
Ab-fab.
Jack or Callum?
Unable to make a decision because I'm literally... Listeners, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here in a studio with 2 of the handsomest men I've actually met.
Oh, thank you.
During the last 17 years. They're talented. They're dressed both in grey because they've chosen to wear a school uniform. But anyway, they've chosen grey, which suits them both. They're very different in aspect and just unbearably attractive. Brilliant, talented, and I've got to say, very charming.
Thank you. You too.
Is that the end of our interview? I couldn't bear it if it was.
Congratulations, but we don't actually have any prizes to give away.
Oh, no. Did I win it? So I kind of won, but only in a kind of cosmic way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Will you come back to see us?
I certainly
will. Will you bring
will.
ice cream next time?
I will bring ice cream. I'm so sorry I didn't bring any today. If you'd warned me, Jack, if you'd warned me, I could have brought an ice cream van. I'd have bought you personally an ice cream van.
So thank you very much for coming into a radio station, Joanna. You have been the best guest we've ever had.
I'm delighted, Callum, and thank you very much indeed, Callum and
Thank
Jack.
you.
Thank you so much.